this, and this. And that is about right. Okay, live. Oh, not quite sure what's going on there, and we're good to go. That is everything. Alrighty. Good evening, everyone. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where excuse me. Where the heck did that come from? Where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow, taking you along for the ride for a simple, safe, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. Let's see who we have tonight. Yada. Lloyd, what's going on? Shoot. Hepa Hattis. Wally. What's happening, Wally? Eric, Teddy. Oh, BL1027. Nado. Six-pack. Interesting. Nado six-pack. All right. No crypto. Gotta love that idea. Jaybird, Storm. How's about a little corny? That's so corny. William Milley. Good evening. Himal. Good evening, Himal. Net Surfer. Alan, Aries. Good evening. What up, you? Faber, what's going on? Pablo, need some advice. Bonjour. No, wait a minute. Que pasa, amigo? All right, so Ron, Nick Berry, Bubba Cowboy, Dr. Dev, what's happening? Big Daddy Rock. Moving forward, good evening. Dr. Dev, what's going on? How you doing? Alrighty. Good evening, everyone. Let's get the ball rolling. What we're doing here is we're looking for dividend stocks, specifically those that are continuously profitable. You know, year after year, more and more money. That's what we're looking for. Give me my little sticky. Here we go. All right. So Pinkstone, how are you? Pablo, give you 2 miles, need income. Okay, not quite sure what that means, Pablo, but all right. Give you 2 miles, need income. Not quite sure. All right, Dr. Dev, I'm doing well. Thanks. Missed you. Thank you. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. It was lovely. Got to spend the whole day with my family. That's a nice thing. Mom and the kids and the grandkids. I only got one. What's taking my kids so long? They're in their 20s, mid to late 20s, and I only have one grandchild. And that's for my 30-year-old. Anyway, all right, so let's take a look at what shall we look at. Now, specifically, what I'm looking for are companies that are consistently profitable, year after year, more money, so on and so forth. That being said, let's see what we have coming up this week. Now, what we came up with the past couple of days, let's go over some of them just to see how well they're doing today. All right, got me a little list. Children are such a wonderful blessing. Yes, they are, Dr. Dev. I'm going to agree with you. So, nice belt buckle. Why are you looking down there? I'm up here. Like women always say, hey, my eyes are up here. Okay? My eyes are up here. All right, so let's see what we got. First thing on the list we want to take a look at is BBWI. Okay, BBWI. I found it the other day, and I bought a bunch the other day, and I bought some more this morning. Okay, that being said, let's take a look. Now, anytime I do something, it's always the same. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, one step at a time. Oh, you remember that song from A Christmas Carol? Put one foot in front of the other. Here we go. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at the motion. Sideways, down, and up. We're at 1898. We're going to look at the 5 December, which is this coming Friday. Now, if you don't understand what a covered call is, what I'm looking for specifically, Ace, how you doing? John Clayton, how are you? What I'm looking for specifically are stocks that are decent to put my money into. Now, for me, the company's got to be profitable and have weekly options. That's my only 2 criteria that I have. Consistent profitability and weekly options. Because I'm looking for weekly cash flow. Because I'm retired now. Now, I do feel guilty every once in a while. I wake up in the morning and say, aren't I supposed to be doing something? You wake up that way. But it's only been two years for me. So I'm still not quite used to the fact that I don't have to get up if I don't want to. Okay? Needless to say, let's take a look. So here she is here at the high of the year. Then she drops down to the bottom. Well, do you like Bath and Body Works? It's an honest question. Either you like the company or you don't like the company. It's basically that simple. Steven, how you doing? Yellow Jacket, good evening. Mike, Sinbad, Call Saul, what's happening? All right, so let's take a close look at this. I'm gonna need my glasses for this one. We are glad you get up to help us learn options. Thank you there, Tim. Ooh, what is that? Why do they always put these in the most inconvenient spots? Anyway, all right, so let's take a gander. First and foremost, the high of the year is 42. The low of the year is 14. Now, I'm kind of curious if you can comprehend what I just said. The top is 42. The bottom is 14. That's almost a 70% decrease. 70% from here to there. Now she's jumping up. Okay, great. What is she doing now? Now, one thing I like about what she's doing now, let's see these numbers again. Okay, a year ago, we're at 37. We hit the high at 40, 63. We bottomed out a couple of weeks ago, 14, 21, so in that area. Look at your last 30 days. Sorry, last 90 days. Okay, the last 90 days is basically the last 3 months. What has this stock done? Well, here's the top here. Here's the bottom. That's where she was, 3 months ago, 90 days ago. Here's where she is now. Look at this. Up, down, sideways, down, big drop. Now she's bouncing up. That's the bottom of the year right there. You cannot get any lower than the bottom of the year. Now, hold on. What do we have over here? Oh, check this out. DC Darkfire. What's happened now? Heather Bonham, good evening. Rendiak, good evening. Oh, stop yapping, little bro. Hey, well, alrighty then. I appreciate you coming to my show and telling me to be quiet. I appreciate that. Thank you. Cool. All right, Marco, how you doing? All right, so that being said, let's take a look. Now, does this look inviting to you? It looks very inviting to me, but before I get excited about this right there, I want to go over here, and what is the 19 offering? Okay, the 19 is offering 40 cents per share. Now, 40 cents per share on a $19 stock is over 2%. Now, if you know how to do your math, think about it. 1% a week is 50% per year. 2% a week is over 100% a year. That's doubling your money every year. What's wrong with that? I think that's awesome. Thomas Stiller, good evening. Jerry, good evening, Jerry. Mountain Rivers, Thomas Stiller. Okay, good evening. Thank you there, Thomas. Beto Garcia. ¿Qué pasa, amigo? ¿Cómo está? ¿Está bien, eh? Michael Lessa, good evening. Chemical Stocks. Pablo, you have to give me the ticker symbol. All right? All right, so here we are. Now, I want to bring this down a little bit more just to look at the last 30 days. Because the last 30 days is going to give me a good idea of where do I think this company is going next. Now, this is just the last 30 days. Okay, so here's the high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at the motion. Down, drop, up. Well, she's at 19. So let's see what 19 looks like. If, of course, you like this company. And it's always going to come back to that one question. It's going to haunt you. It really is. Do I like this company enough to put my own money into? And that's a very good question you should be asking yourself, and no matter what you do. All right, so the current price, $18.98. So if I buy this tomorrow morning, $18.98, And then I turn around and do what's called a covered call. If you don't know what that is, there are literally hundreds of videos online that tell you exactly what a covered call is and how to best use them. So the way that I use them is I want a safe, predictable income every single week. Okay, so if I can buy it at $18.98, sell it at $19, and make 2% for 1 week, I know it's not a lot of money. But here's the thing. It's not a lot of money. I get that. 2% is not a lot. But 2% every single week, after week, after week, after, I can't go any further after week. Do you know what I mean? It's 52 weeks in a year. Whether you like it or not, whether you agree or not, Friday's coming. And then when this Friday is done and over with, guess what? Friday's coming. It comes every 7 days. So why not, take a little bit of your money, put it in some kind of a safe, predictable trade that you can get 1-2% every single week. Now it only takes 5 or 10 minutes. Now, anytime you ever hear me do any videos, I always, hey everybody, this is James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader. Now, the 10-Minute Trader was actually my 9-year-old daughter, because in 2008, when she was 9, she says to me one day, she says, Daddy, what are you doing? Of course, there's a lot more that led up to this, but the basics. What are you doing? Can you teach me? My 9-year-old daughter wanted to learn in 2008 how to trade stocks. 9 years old. I wasn't ready for that. Okay, so here's the challenge. Being a 9-year-old, okay, it had to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. That fifth one always gets everybody. But let me explain, in my humble opinion, what I mean when I say no way for her to lose. Okay, hold on a second. You will often see me drinking herbal tea because it's good for my throat, because I'm not used to talking so much. I grew up, I was very shy, I was very reserved, and I didn't talk very much when I was growing up. I only talked to when people talked to me. That was basically it. Nowadays, I'll just talk to anybody. I don't care. Anyway, so a 9-year-old, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way for her to lose. Now we're going to go over all of those one at a time. Now, when I say simple, she's 9 years old, so it had to be something easy for her to do and easy for her to understand. Well, that's easy, simple. A covered call is simple. You're buying it for one price and you're selling it for another price. Okay? Safe. Number 2, safe. Now, a covered call is one of the safest trading strategies there is. And it is so safe, they actually let you do it. The federal government will actually let you do covered calls in your IRA. There's a lot of trading strategies you cannot do with your IRA, but you can do a covered call. Okay, great. That's 2. Number 3, simple, safe, predictable. Now, we're going to get on this a little bit later on, and you'll see predictable. I know what my return's going to be before I do anything. Okay, that's 3. Number 4, simple, safe, predictable, and consistent. Okay, well, when I say consistent, I want to be able to do it week after week after week after week. That's why I always say no to monthly options, because a monthly option, you can only do it once a month. Hence the name monthly. It's 12 times a year. So ask yourself a question. All things being equal, would you prefer to get 12 checks, or would you prefer to get 52? All things being equal, what do I mean? Well, if I'm going to do a trade, it's going to be 1 or 2%. Well, if I do that once a month, that's only 12 to 24% at the end of the year. Okay, let's back up for a second. Now, if I do weekly options, 1 to 2%, that's 50 to 100% per year. Okay, now when I say it takes only about 10 minutes, it's really not that difficult. If you're over the age of 18 and you've been driving for more than 3, 4, 5 years, I could just throw you the keys, here you go, and you could just jump in the car and drive off. But at 14, 15, 16 years old, it's like, no, I can't drive, especially when it comes to a stick shift. And then you throw them into a car from the 40s and 50s where the shifter on the column, okay, and then you do a 6-speed. You ever see a 6-speed on the column? Oh, that's fun. Not the point. The point is what you're seeing is going to be confusing at first. It's going to be hard to understand at first. Like you didn't know what an altimeter was before you learned. You didn't know what an odometer was until you needed to, until you learned. You have no idea what PSI means, pounds per square inch, when you put an air in your tires. Some people still don't know. Okay? But think about it. Anytime you learn something new, that's what's called a learning curve. New language, new strategies, new implementations, new ideas, new thoughts, whole bunch of new. So for my 9-year-old, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way for her to lose. So let's look at number 5, no way to lose. Now, when I say no way to lose, for my 9-year-old daughter, okay, it was very simple. If it's not on the list, don't even bother looking at it. Because I did all the preliminaries for my daughter. I said, these are the stocks you look at, and these are the only ones you look at. That was simple. So when I say no way to lose, look at it this way. Coca-Cola has been making Coca-Cola for over 140 years. 140 years. Do you honestly think they're going to stop making Coca-Cola anytime soon? I mean, if you talk to a government official, yeah, Coca-Cola could go bankrupt and disappear tomorrow. It could. The earth could open up and swallow every single Coke machine and every single red and white little banner that says Coke on it. It could, if you believe the bullshit the government tells you. The way I look at it, I honestly believe that Coca-Cola is going to outlast me. Okay, I think I got another 30, 25, 30 years. Okay, as long as I'm healthy and I can be on my own, I'm perfectly good living another 30 years. That being said, I'm pretty sure there's going to be Coca-Cola when I'm, at that point in my life. That's what I mean when I mean no way for her to lose, because you never lose money until you agree. That means you actually have to consciously make the decision to sell something for less than what you paid for it. And that's not a losing money thing. That's a stupidity thing. Okay, if you buy IBM at $100 and you selling at 80, that's your own damn fault. But seriously, if I buy IBM at 100 and it drops down to 80, I'm not selling it. I'm going to keep collecting those dividends and I'm going to keep collecting those premiums. I'll collect the dividends every 90 days and I'll collect the premium every 7 days. Doesn't bother me a bit if it goes up or down. I get 2 criteria and only 2. That's it, only 2 criteria. Consistency of profitability, at least 2 decades. I want 20 years of a company knowing what the hell they're doing. If I'm putting my money into a company, I want to make sure that whoever's in the big chair knows what they're doing and can consistently turn my money into more money. That's criteria number 1. Criteria number 2 is weekly options. That's it. 2 criteria. That's it. I got a bunch of questions down here. Let's pause for a moment. Let's see who. Oh, wow, we got quite a bit of people down here. My goodness. Up, down, trader. Hey, what's happening, brother? All right. Hectic hitman. Okay, good. All right. Just by BMNR. Why the hell? Who's that? Blacktop 777. I love it when people come out and blurt out some bullshit. BMNR. Bitmine Emerson. Okay. Now explain to me who came up with this one? Blacktop 777. Can you explain to me in a manner which I will understand? If this thing is at like $4 or $5 back in July, shoots up from $4 or $5 to 160. Now she's down to 28. Why the hell do you think that's a good thing? Hold on. It gets worse. Let's go. BMNR. Okay, BMNR. Now we're going over to Yahoo Finance. Now, I always tell everybody, if you're going to be investing in any stocks whatsoever, you need to have access to a financial website. I use Yahoo Finance. You can use whatever you want. This is just what I use. Okay, so here it is. BMNR. Now, Mr. What the hell is your name? Blocktop777. Let's see how wonderful this thing is. Oh, what the? Oh, man. Oh, I wish I could get that profanity out. Why the hell would am I looking at this thing? It has no dividends whatsoever. None whatsoever. And oh, hell no. Hell no. I'm not even going to entertain your thoughts again. Yo, up, down, guys. What's up? All right. Can you do a analysis of Riva Pharmaceutical Store? I can. If I knew who the hell they was, you got to give me the ticker symbol. I've never heard of that company before. Bullish on gold? No. See, now, don't get me wrong. I love the idea of gold, but there's not a single time I've ever seen somebody stop by the house and drop me off some money on a weekly basis because I have a chunk of gold sitting on my desk, under the bed, under the pillow, in the bread box. Gold, silver, any precious metals do not give you weekly cash flow. It's a great storage of wealth. You know, if you had a couple $1 million, you put it in gold, sit there a couple of years later, it's going to be worth more than $1 million. Most likely. But it will not give you cash flow. Terribly sorry. I'm at the point in my life where I need cash flow in order to live. Because if you think of it this way, we're the only species on the planet that's got to pay to live here. And gold is not giving me any income. Let's keep on going. If you were rich from trading stocks, you wouldn't be here. You can't judge what the chart are going to by reading it. It's random and no one knows whether it's going to go up or down. J. Deere Roberts. J. Deere Roberts. I just love the way people automatically assume they know me just because I'm here sharing knowledge. Now, you know absolutely nothing about me. You have no idea that I have 4 kids, 1 grandchild. I'm 62. My mother is in her 80s. I'm going to be gone in 30, 40 years. What am I supposed to do with all the knowledge that I have? Just let it rot away? Take it to the grave with me? No, don't dare assume who you think, who I am. Okay, I'm doing this for my children and my grandchildren. I'm creating a video log so that they will have something to go by when I am gone. I honestly don't care what you think. And I am rich. So, yeah. So you can't tell me how I can and cannot spend my time. If I want to spend my time here singing Twinkle Toes, I will. I'm a Gen X dude. Whatever you say, just there ain't no safe space, brother. There ain't. Okay? You can think whatever you want. I really don't give a flying dead rat's carcass of what your opinion of me is. Okay? I get emails and letters every single day from people saying what a wonderful job I'm doing and how I'm helping them out. And I'm not even charging for it. I'm giving it away for free because my kids, eventually in the future, hi guys, will be watching trying to figure out the little riddle that old Papa G, that's me, kind of threw at them. Because you want to know what? You may think it's nothing. But when I leave, I plan on leaving millions of dollars behind for my children and my grandchildren. But guess what? They ain't getting a dime of it until they can prove to the executor of my estate that they know what to do with the money. And no, and I'm going to create this huge, trust me, they're going to be calling me all kinds of strange things. Papa G's an ass. He's a dick. Because I'm not going to give them jack shit nothing. They have to learn what to do with the money. The money will be there for them once they learn how to do it. But when I'm gone, they won't have me to come back to ask, and they will have to go through all these videos to see how to do it. Because in my will, my estate, when I am gone, they have to jump through all these hoops in order to get any of the money that I leave behind. But I do appreciate, peeing on my parade. Thank you very much. Let's keep on going and find some people who aren't so rude. Stop the BS. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Back to Tim again. Okay, what do we have here? Real Mikey from boxing. Lost $30 today. Okay, Mikey, I have no idea what that is. So it's like if I can't see what you're doing and if I can't understand why you're doing what you're doing. You losing money, it's I have no idea what to say to that. I have no idea what you did. Okay, it's up down trader. I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate all your input. If you like, I'd like to make you what do you call that? A moderator. That way you can get all rid of the turds and I don't have to deal with them. I'd appreciate the hell out of that. I would even make it worth your while. That's only the people on YouTube, because people on YouTube are just weird. All right, what is this one? Any do away. Can you do an analysis of Riva Pharmaceuticals and give an idea of a general direction you think the stock is heading? Okay, see, I already said yes to that, but I also asked if you could give me the ticker symbol. I have no idea who they are. Now, I've been doing this for a very long time. I'm very specific on who I personally invest in. Okay? So if you ask me for a stock that I know, I'll know this ticker symbol off the top of my head. But you ask me about something I have no clue of, no. There's over 10,000. Was it? Wait a minute. I wrote it down. I wrote it down so I knew exactly how much, because it was going to come back to me and haunt me. There it is. We checked yesterday. 10,684 companies available this week on the stock market. So you're expecting me to know some obscure stock. Sorry. If it's not on my list, I have no idea who it is. And there's probably a reason why it's not on my list. I made $444 in profit and weekly cash flow. Awesome there, dude. He loves to spread the great trading strategy. Thank you. Doing this exact strategy he teaches. Cool beans. Good job, Beast. Streamer is gay. I'll make sure I'll tell my ex-wives and my children that you think that I'm gay. Okay, fine. Is that okay? XY graph backwards. Oh, that's right. You're on YouTube. Okay, terribly sorry, dude. I'm streaming on 9 different channels. 9. All right. YouTube is the only channel that does not have a way that I know of yet, and nobody has been able to come up with one, to invert the camera. And don't tell me to go to the camera settings on the camera. Doesn't work. We already tried that. Okay, we even went to YouTube to allow us to mirror the image going into YouTube. So you have a couple options. One, you can mirror the image on the camera. Great, doesn't work. You have another option. You can mirror the image coming in to YouTube. That doesn't work either. See, everything we've tried to get the image to be correct on YouTube just doesn't work. 9 different channels. Why you pick this one is beyond me. 9 channels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's 2 more down here. Okay, I got 9. Holy shit. 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 cameras going. 9 cameras. Okay, bunch of different screens with a bunch of different questions. So no, sorry, just doesn't work. Up down did HPE for contract 83 premium. Cool. Let's take a look. Beast with me wanted to do HPE. That's Hewlett Packard, but not actually Hewlett Packard. That's a spinoff on Hewlett Packard. Here we go. Ooh, this one looks good. Take a look at that. Okay, the high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Look at the motion. Sideways, down, up, 21.94. The 22 is going for 83. That's just shy of 4%. Now, when I say it's a simple, safe, predictable strategy, should take you less than 5 to 10 minutes every single day, I'm terribly sorry if you have to put some time and effort in. Anything that has anything, well, that's a stupid thing to say. If you're expecting something for nothing, this is the right place, because you're not going to get anything here if you're expecting something from nothing. You have to put some energy into it. You got to put some work into it. Okay, you work 40, 50, 60 years of your life to earn money to have a nice retirement. And then what do most people do? They take all that money and they give it to someone else and say, hey, give me what you think I deserve. Take responsibility. Do it yourself. You get 2 choices and only 2. One, when you get to this side of the fence, that's retirement. When you say, oh, you know what? I'm not going to work anymore. When you get to this side, you get 2 choices. Learn to do it yourself, give up accountability, and let someone else do it for you. And just hope that they do a good job. Ooh, we got 2 questions over here. What do we got? Ooh, Lonnie wants to take a look at General Motors. Good. We're glad you guys are going to. All right, you got it. Tim, what's happening there, Mr. Tim? All right, so let's finish taking a look at this one here. Okay, the high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Down, up, great. The 22's right there, 83 per contract. So let's do one. Let's actually do a trade right now, because we do one every single night. We do a few, just so you can see how it works. Now this, and let me explain so you don't have any misconceptions. This is for entertainment purposes only. It's nothing more than observations. You guys are going to give me stocks. You guys are going to give me stock symbols to take a look at. I'm going to put them through the ringer and give you my opinion. That's all it is, just my opinion. You have to ask yourself the tough questions. And the tough questions are, number one, does it make sense? Number two, do I like this company? Number three, is this company someplace I feel safe to put my money? Number four, can you do a covered call every week until they hit your target? We're going to go over that in a little bit. Let's just go back here. A year ago, here we go, glasses. A year ago, 2130. We dropped to the second week of April, also known as TDS Day, 1196. And then we jumped up to 26. You see that, the bottom of the year? We're here at 25. We dropped down to 12. That's a 50% drop. Then we have over 100% increase. And then we have $6, 6 off of 20. What's 6 off of 20? That's $30. So that's a 30% drop. So 50% drop, 100% increase, 30% drop. Do I like the company? Look at the last 90. Last 90 days. The last 90 days is the last 3 months. The same thing. We look at the same thing over and over and over again. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at the motion. Up, down, up, down. Now she's going up. Argue all you want. Your bottom is right here. The top is right there. Now she's going back up again. Yeah, I know I missed a few. This crap. Yeah, whatever. But still, there's the top, here's the bottom. Now she's going up. I like to simplified. It makes sense. All right, so last 30 days. There you go. What do you think? Last 30 days. Here's your top, bottom, back up. Great. Let's do one. Let's see what it looks like and see what you think. All right, first thing I want to do is get rid of this. Jump on over here to hit covered calls. And we did talk about the 22s right there. Just one contract at the market. Here we go. This is what it should sound like and should look like. By one covered call, Hewlett Packard. Now, not HPQ, but HPE. Hewlett Packard, there's two symbols, HPQ and HPE. So we're looking at HPE. 5 December 25, that's this coming Friday. That means I'm going to buy the stock first thing tomorrow morning. I'm going to sell it to someone else for almost the exact same price I paid for it. The price, hypothetically, tomorrow morning should be $22.13. So if I buy it at $22.13, sell it at $22, I'm bringing in $79. It's cost me $2,100. So what does that come to? I'm buying a stock. I'm turning around and selling it for basically the exact same price I paid for it. And then someone, for some strange reason or another, sorry, I had to turn the fan on. Some strange reason or another is going to pay me to buy it from me for the same price I just paid for it. Let's see what it looks like. Now, I'm going to need a calculator to do a little bit of creative math. All right. The creative math is simply, we take the profit, $79, and we divide it by the investment. Okay, see the profit right here, max profit, 79. Cost of trade, including commissions and fees, 21.21. Okay, so think of it this way. I'm not buying a stock. I'm creating a weekly producing cash asset. If I do it right, I can get a return on my money every single week. Now, it's not huge. I understand that. But for the time I have invested in it, was it 5 minutes to get 1% a week, 50% per year? Why the hell not? BP, thank you for that, brother. So, profit 79, we divided by the investment, which would be 21, gives a grand total of 3.7. But why the hell not? I like 3.7. For 1 week? Oh, hell yeah. All right, this could be the first one for today. Yay! All right, here we go. There it is. And here we go. Let's get this up and out of the way. In case you were wondering, those are the ones we came up with yesterday. Okay, this is what we came up with last week. All right, this is last week. This is yesterday. Here's number one for today. Here we go. Gonna love it. HPE, Hewlett Packard, 5 December. 22 call option. I'm buying it first thing in the morning at the market price. I buy at the market price. I sell it the option at the market price. I don't want to quibble with a few pennies because look at here. I'm getting this right there, and this is my investment, and it's coming to 3.7% for 1 week. Well, actually for 4 days. Monday's already gone. All right, so let's get rid of this. Hate when that happens. Give it a minute. Gotta fix the damn thing. Let's do this again. All right, let's try this one more time. Now, what did we say this one was? We said this one was 3.7. 3.7. Love it. What do we have next? Why isn't that changing? There we go. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. I'm going to write that one down. What is this one? Hewlett Packard. HPE 3.7. Gotta love that one. All right, so what else I'm going to do? I'm going to do HPQ. That's Hewlett Packard also, right? So let's do it. Delete that. Let's go back to here. Do this over here, and HPQ. Well, here's Hewlett Packard. Okay, the high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up, sideways, down, up. What's going on here? 2439. Well, what's that going on? High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up, down, up. 2439. The 2450s are going for 28. That's only 1% though. If you like Hewlett Packard, HPQ, not HPE. There's a little bit of a difference. K. Barnwell, how are you doing today? Thank you for stopping by. All right, so does that make sense? HPQ, let's pull it up. Why not? 24.5, HPQ, 24.5. There it is. One contract. And market, there we go. And here we go. By one covered call, Hewlett Packard HPQ, 5 December, that's this coming Friday, the $24.50 call option. It's at $24.49 right now. So if I'm buying it at $24.49, I'm going to sell it at $24.50, pick up $44 out of $2,400. What percentage is that? Well, let's take a look. Calculator. Try it again. Calculator. $44.50 divided by 24. 1.06 gives me a grand total of 1.8. Oh, hell yeah. Why the hell not? I like 1.8. Remember, 1% a week is 50% per year. What's wrong with 50% per year? When's the last time you got 50% per year? Think about it. Seriously. Okay, what do we have? Here it is. HPQ, 5 December, the 2450 call option. 4450, 2400, 1.8%. Why the hell not, right? $1.8 works for me. Let's find something else. What do we got? What do we got? All right, let me pull up my chair because we seem to have a lot of questions. I want to get comfortable and see what we got here. All righty, all righty. Lonnie wants to take a look at General Motors. Let's take a look at General Motors real quick. Let's get rid of this. General Motors, GM. Here we go. Nope. That was quick, wasn't it? Now, the reason why I'm saying no to General Motors, look at this. I don't buy anything at the high of the year. Sorry, Lonnie. Never. I never buy anything at the high of the year. It just doesn't make sense. Not to me, though. If you want to do it, hey, more power to you. Next. All right. Let's get it comfy. Maya, hope everything works out for you. Have a good day. G-Rax, Ricardo. All righty. What do we have? Diggity, Terry, Scott, Be Happy, Steve, Coors, Yanks, Steven. Ooh, Diana. Good evening. I love stonks. How are you doing? Back again. Al Jimenez, good evening. Ronald Cosgrove, Stefan, if you build it, they will come. Cool beans. Alf, what's going on? PB, peanut butter, what's going on? Primeval Logic. All right. Thank you. Matty Chew. All right, Matty Chew, how you doing? Kyle, good evening. Hater, why do big traders say not to trade crypto? Ooh, because there's nothing behind crypto. Okay, most companies, most stocks have a product or a service that they provide. Now, I own a company and I have a product or a service that I provide. Okay, there is no service to cryptocurrency. It's an exchange between people. That's it. A wink. I like to say it's a wink and a nod. That's the only thing behind crypto. Okay, now if you're going to buy crypto to use it as a utility, paying your bills. John, what's happening, John? All right, let's keep on going. Michael, Eric, good evening. Fasal, good evening. Michael Kelly, good evening. Dalton, Ian Cooper, good evening. Matable Coin. Okay, Matable Coin, good evening. Scott, good evening. UC Doc. Okay, T. Nelly, Doug Murphy. Kevin, what's going on? Lemonade, back again, I see. Kyle, are you trading crypto or stocks? I trade stocks. I don't trade crypto. Asif. Okay, Asif wants to look at VG. I have no idea what VG is. Vegetable Garden. That's what it is, VG. It's at $6.88. I have no idea what this company is or what they do. So let's jump on over to Yahoo Finance and see what kind of dividends or how successful is this company. Have they been increasing their profits year after year after year? That's what I'm concerned about. Because even if the stock price goes down and the company still pays a dividend, all right, I'm going to say no to this one. Who came up with this one? As if. The reason why I'm saying no to this one is only 3 dividends. 3. That's not even 1 year yet. See? 2025, 2025, and 2025. It's not even 1 year. So when I say I want 2 decades of profits, this is not even at 1 year yet. Paul Conrad, do-it-yourself guy. What's happening? Cupid, Jim Peacock, what's going on? Web3 Glossary, K-Mags, Simmons, or Simons. Asho, Charm 93, Steve Rosenberg, what's going on? Trey Jones, Dr. Dev, thank you. Bobo Rose, Jackson, Dr. Dev, thank you. Tommy K, Ben, Roger, Charlie, Rodnell, Rob J. Bray. Okay, Doug Riccardi. PR, Tito, good evening. David, good afternoon, David. Johanna, Paul, Tugboat, Crypto Grandfather. Oh, dude, you and I got to chat. DM me, brother. We'll have a nice conversation. Bulldog Mark. All right. SHLS. Okay, I can't get that one. Hector. Good evening, Hector. Catanza. What's going on? What is it? Enrique Rodriguez. Scott, what's going on? Deanna. How you doing, Deanna? PCAD. Emma. What's happening, Emma? Angel. Nicholas Torres. Good evening. Jane North. Geo. Francisco Nunez. Blue Seer. Mitchell. Alex. Ray. The Slay Dad. 10 Man. 83. Steve Kitchen. Okay. Mike. Alex. What's happening, Alex? Addicted to Cards. T. Nelly. What's happening? No name. Good evening. Scroller. Alex is in the house. There you go, Alex. Ooh. Asif wants to take a look at AIG. Well, let's take a look at AIG. Company's over 100 years old. Why the hell not? Ooh, look at that. Doesn't that look lovely? Before I get all excited, oh, please tell me that's not the case. And it is. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. All right. I'm going to say no to AIG, even though I love this move. Look at this move here. I mean, you really can't beat this move. Hold on. Let's see. Check this. Here's the top. She drops. Back up. Back down. 1, 2, 3. That is freaking perfect. That is perfect. But 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. If I bought it today at 76, I could sell the 76s and get 0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. The premiums are horrible. Even though I like the company and it's in a perfect opportunity to go up, if that's what you like, great. But no, part of your screen is not showing for us. I got 9 cameras, brother. Don't know what to tell you. All right. Sorry about that. Addicted to Cards. But Addicted to Cards, considering you're new here, trust me, I remember that name. The screen behind me is live on YouTube. So you could literally go in the other room and pull up the big screen TV and look at it on there. So yeah, it is being recorded on YouTube. So you can watch it later on. All right, let's keep it going. We got some more. Blue, what platform is that? That is Think or Swim, offered by Charles Schwab. Angel Emma Mitchell, good evening, good evening, good evening. Oh. Alex wants to take a look at Mara. Well, let's take a look at Mara. M-A-R-A. Here we go. Interesting. Let's change this to that. Let's not look at that. All right, so here's Mara. The top, bottom, where it was, where it is. Look at this motion. Down, up, down, up, down, up. What's going on right there? Look at the big drop from 24 down to 10. That is more than 50% drop just recently. Let's zoom into the last 90 days. Okay, last 90 days. Top, bottom, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up. What happened today? That's not looking good. Okay, down, up, down. That's not good. The reason why it's not good, because it kind of messes up things. And that does happen once in a while. Okay, everything's not perfect all the time. You know, things don't go always the way that I want it to. So let's keep on going. Sorry about that. What platform? Thinkorswim. Foo-foo! How's it going? Wonderful. Can you look at CL? CL is Colgate-Palmolive. Dividend king, in business for over 100 years. 5 decades of profits. That means consistently profitable year after year after year after year. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up. 79.94. The 80s are going for 45 cents. That's a 0.5%. 80 cents is 1% of an $80 stock. The stock's at 79.94. 1% would be 80 cents. So it's offering me 45 cents, which is a little bit more than a 0.5%. So I'm going to say no right off the top. I'm not even going to bother with it. User GFNP wants to take a look at Marvel. I love Marvel, MRVL. And that's in a nice spot too. The 92s. I go, holy cow. Do you see that number? Okay, here's the top, bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up. 91.10. The 91s are going for $5. Well, hell yeah. If you like Marvel. Do you like Marvel? MRVL. Have you even heard of it? Do you know what they do? Okay, now I'm not suggesting you don't buy it. It's not suggesting at all. What I'm saying is, if you put a stock up, I will take a look at it. I will give you my opinion. If I'm going to buy it, I'll tell you I'm going to buy it. But I already own Marvel, so there it is. Last 30 days. That's the last 60 days. I want the last 30 days. Here we go. Come on, that's pretty easy to see. Okay, the high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up. The high is right here at 98. We're currently here. We have all this space right there before we're coming into a new high. Okay, well, the bottom's here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 days up. 74 to 92. 74 to 92 is $22. Is that right? 74, 84. No, that's $12. So $12 on a $74 stock is 10, 12, about 13%. That's about a 13% increase. Does it have enough room to keep going? That's a tough question. Because what's going to happen if it doesn't work? What if it goes backwards? I'm pretty sure Marvel doesn't have any dividends. But look at the premium. The premium's fat. Okay, the 91 is going for 510. All right, well, let's take a look at the 91. Change this to covered stock. Go to the 91. There it is right there. One contract. Just so you understand what the numbers look like. Because if I told you, hey, let's do 34 contracts on a stock that's $90, it's going to be pricey. And some people might not like that. Hey, what are you teaching? Joe, or is it John? J-U-H-H. Joas. Okay, I'm teaching investing in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. That's what it is. Sometimes forget myself. Chase, what's happening? Hey, brother, what's happening? Okay, so DraftKings, no. New company ain't going to happen. Sorry. Who came up with that? Bitu? Oh, no, Bitu. You really get, in my humble opinion, because you've been here a bunch, and I remember some of the stuff you asked me to take a look at. I would suggest, you know what, my humble opinion, you do what you want with your money, okay? But the stuff that you're looking at, it doesn't fit for me. How about we just leave it at that? It doesn't fit for me. Okay, so Marvel, here we go. Calculator. 417 is the profit. What's the investment? 86.83. gives me a grand total of 4.8% for 1 week. Now, do I like 4.8%? Well, hell yeah, I do. Is it a recommendation? No, it's not a recommendation. It's an observation. There is a difference. All right, 4.8. Marvel, 5 December, a 91 call. 417 is the profit, 8,600 is the investment. 4.8% for 1 week if you like this company. 4.8%. 4.8%. If you like Marvel. If you don't, let's find another one. All right. So 4.8, let's get rid of this one. I'm going to write that one down. Wow, that's nice, 4.8. All right, what else do we have? Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. Go back to right here. Where are we next? Oh, Frankie. Frankie says, don't forget me. Frankie, I'm not forgetting you, but I can't see anything you're asking. Okay, Frankie? All right. Don't forget me, Frankie. I don't see anything to put up there. Okay, Evergas, APLD. I've seen that one before. Can we see AMD, Advanced Micro Devices, for tomorrow? I will take a look at that in a second. What do I think about NVIDIA? Hell no. Take a look at the numbers for NVIDIA. What is the stock? 180 bucks. The dividend is 1 penny. Book value is $4. Okay, I don't care about the market cap. The revenue per share is like 16 bucks on a $180 stock. Hell no. In my opinion, for me, no. For me, no. You want to do NVIDIA, you have at it. You have fun. I don't do NVIDIA because the numbers are horrible as an investor's point of view. Okay? All right, so anyway, Marvel. Yep, I wrote Marvel down. What are we looking at next? APLD. Why are we looking at that? Is APLD even on my list? Here we go. APLD. I'm going to put it into YouTube. No, Yahoo Finance. Applied Digital. I thought so. There are no dividends. Who said APLD? Evergas. Okay. The name of the show is Dividend Investing for Weekly Cash Flow, or Dividend Stock Talk. APLD does not have a dividend. Well, then again, neither does MP. Some of them. But no. No. What does APLD look like? APLD. Interesting. We got a low of 339. Okay, so APLD was at 339 back in April. So you're saying this thing has 22 decades of profits, APLD? Now, I can't check, and I have no desire whatsoever to look at the 20 years worth of annual reports. No desire whatsoever. But if you take a look, the chart don't look that bad, actually. Here's the top, here's the bottom. Look at the movement. Down, up, 28.21. The 28.50 is going for $1.22. That's over 4%. If you like APLD. If you want to do a covered call, buy the stock, sell it to someone else, get in, get out. Look at the bounce. Okay, it's here 30 days ago. Here's the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 days up. How much further up is it going to go before you jump out? Where do you set your profit target? What is enough money for you? These are all questions. If you're going to be an investor, these are questions you have to ask. Before you buy anything, you should have a good idea of what's your exit strategy. How much do you want to make? Well, me, it's pretty simple. I want 1 or 2% every single week, simply, safely, and predictably. That's what I want. If you want to buy APLD, great. There's a movement right there. What are you planning on doing? You want to do a covered call? Well, great. There it is right there. Those are the numbers, if it makes sense to you. But it has no dividends. So as the stock is dropping, what are you collecting? You're not collecting dividends. You're not collecting profits. Next. I'm not even going to bother with NVIDIA. Can't even believe people like that thing. Marvel does have a small dividend. Thank you. Ryan, what's happening? OMC. Steve wants to take a look at OMC. Omnicon Group? No. Okay, who came up with it? Asif, I don't do monthlies. Now, what do I mean by a monthly? December, January, April, July, December. These are months of the year. There's no weeks there, which means I can only trade it once a month. I don't like trading once a month because that means I'm only getting 12% a year to 20% a year. Yeah, no, thank you. Sorry. And user 3763299089. Yeah, I'm not going to do NVIDIA. The numbers just don't work. Dr. Dev, thank you. What are some good stocks for day trading? There's a whole bunch of good stocks for day trading. That's not what I do, so I really wouldn't know. How do you find a dividend stock? Well, that's an interesting question. Who came up with that one? Oh, 37630089. Okay, whatever. Here we go. Well, let's go here. Let's go. All right, we're going to go over to FinViz just for the fun of it because user 3763299089 wants to know how to find dividend stocks. All right, you ready? This is called FinViz, a financial visualizations website. Okay, and I want to look at the screener. Okay, because the screener allows me to take a look at stuff that I couldn't see before. What the hell is that? Here it is. Here's the stock screener. Okay, don't need to see that. Okay, so who asked this one? How do you find dividend stocks? All right, here we go. This is one way. I'm going to show you a second way. Okay, 10,688 companies. That's how much is available. 10,688. Now you want to find dividend stocks? Right here, dividend yield. Okay, once I click on that, it's going to give me every dividend stock there is. So every dividend stock, here we go. Positive earnings. Here we go. These are all dividend stocks, 5,988. Each one of these companies is a dividend stock. And how many pages do I have? I have 300 pages. What do we have here? Oh, look at this. There's AbbVie. I heard of that one. Allegiant, I heard of them. Alcoa, I heard of them. Apple, I heard of them. Oh, Advanced Auto Parts, I heard of them. American Assets, I heard of them. Oh, let's wait. All right. Anyway, that's how you find it. There's a second way of finding dividend stocks. Go to Google. In the Google search, you will search Dividend Kings List 2025. Dividend Aristocrats List 2025. Dividend Champions List 2025. And Dividend Contenders List 2025. They're all free. You're free to find them. All All right, there we go. What's next? All righty. Let's go back to here. Here we go. All right, what do we have next? Thank you there, Dr. Dev. Ivan wants to take a look at AMD. AMD. What stocks have we liked today? Fufu, give you a couple of minutes. Hewlett Packard, Marvel so far. Ivan, AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. Interesting. 220. The 220 is going for 540. Okay, that's over 2%. Why not? Which site is this? This is not quite sure. This is Think or Swim. I drew a blank for a minute. Okay, AMD, high, low. Where was it? Where is it? Down, up, down, up. What's going on here? 219.76. The 220s are going for 540. Well, that's more than 2%. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Last 90 days. Check this out. Here's the bottom. Here's the top. She shoots up, pulls back. Now she's going up again. Simple. Last 30 days. Okay. Down, up, down, up. Come on. Can't be any more difficult than that. Remember, this was created for a 9-year-old. My daughter was... Oh, wait a second. You guys haven't seen her yet. Well, let's introduce you to the little princess. The little peach of my eye. Yeah. She can be a pain in the butt, tell you the truth. Because, after all, she is... Here we go. Here we go, right there. First thing that's going to pop up is the social media. Yay! YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Patreon, TikTok, podcast, books by James, Twitter, and Instagram. Oh, you can also download this free PDF. It's free to download. Why the hell not? Let's go to YouTube. YouTube. Hello, hello. Uh-oh. Only got one running. Why is only one working? Which one is it? Damn, it's that one. Only got one running. Why is only one working? That means the other one's not working, which would be this one. Stop streaming. Give it a second, and we'll start streaming again. Takes a second or two. Start streaming. Let's see if that does the trick. Get that out of there. Let's go backwards. We don't need to see me. All right, maybe it's not going to work. Okay, so videos. Here we go. Go to the oldest videos. And there's the princess right there. Let me get out of your way.
Hi, I'm Jake, and as being part of my internet lifestyle company, which my dad doesn't let me calling it that, but I do. Being part of that, you're going to be getting weekly lists of stocks that I'll be trading, and every month you'll be getting 4 lists of stocks that you can choose from that'll help you get the best return on your money.
Oh, imagine that. Well, here's me.
21 days in the month of March. What does that mean? That means
here comes my favorite part. Watch it. This is my favorite part. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Yeah!
I think just one company.
Okay, you got to laugh at yourself every once in a while. That was 15 years ago. When my daughter was 9 years old, how else am I supposed to keep her entertained and have fun? What you're looking at behind me is an EX dividend calendar. Well, nowadays it's just a little bit different.
Just one.
Because everybody else seems to have them. Let's get out of there. We don't need that. We don't need that. EX dividend calendar. Let's do this. Right here. Now, why is an EX dividend calendar important? Well, for what I'm doing, companies that are consistently profitable, these companies here, all these little green dots, let me read you some. Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Stanley Black & Decker, Lennar, Pepsi, Kimberly-Clark, Ben Franklin, Genuine Parts, GPC, 7. Is that right? 7. Yeah. 7 decades of increased profits. That's 70 years. I'm not even 70 years old, and this company has been profitable for longer than I've been alive. What else do we have? Ooh, Walmart, Able Mall, ADP, Cardinal Health, Nucor, International Toolworks, McKesson, Cincinnati Financial, T. Rowe Price. Come on, you've heard a lot of those companies. So here's the thing. The dividend calendar tells me when the company is going to pay a dividend. Now, why is that important? Because most dividend stocks have a tendency to go up in value just before the dividend. If the dividend is here, Illinois Toolworks, well, I want to buy the stock just before this date. 2 weeks on a Monday, right there. That gives you 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks before the dividend. That allows me to catch a couple of premiums and the dividend, thus tripling my rate of return. Well, that works for me. I like the idea of tripling my rate of return. All right, Grace, why do you want to take a look at that one? We've looked at it over and over and over again, and it's going to be a flat out hell no. Reason being, take a look at this, Grace. What do you expect to do way the hell up here? Okay, that's Kohl's, way the hell up here. Okay, last week, or a couple weeks ago, we're at 15, 16 bucks. Now we doubled in price. Why the hell are we looking at it? Serious, Grace, look at this. Down the bottom here at 15, shoots up to 25. 15 to 25. What are we supposed to do with that? User GFNP, FLNG. What the hell is that? FLNG. Flex. Hell no. Who came up with that one? December, January, February, May. I don't do monthlies. You have monthly options, which trade once a month. You have weekly options, which trade once a week. Yeah, Road Corio, short it. Yeah, no thank you. I don't short stocks. Not purposely anyway. Sometimes it happens. What do we have over here? BP, thank you for that. Where are we? Wow, lots. Oh, wow, I got to sit down for this one. Got lots of questions. Lots of questions. Here we go. Let's get comfy. All right. Peter McNichol. Do you keep selling the same call each week until the stock sells? Absolutely. As long as it makes sense. I should have said, yeah, as long as it makes sense. All right, where are we? Holy cow, look at all these questions. KMB, Kimberly Clark, UPS. Oh, boy. Oh, wow, I'm way behind, aren't I? All right. Closian. Closian, is that right? Rivian? No, Rivian hasn't been around for 20 years. Can't possibly. Was it RVN? RVN? Nope, I don't know Rivian because it's not on my list. Austin, holy shit, Austin's here early. Okay, Pablo, chemical stocks, you got to give me the ticker symbol. Spice Boy, KMTs. KMTS. It has no options, no thank you. Paul, good evening. T4 is going. Mateo Ellis, good evening. What do you think about ULTY? Double hell no. ULTY. Okay, so what is ULTY? I forget. All right, ETF ULTY. Now, the reason why I don't like ULTY, okay, who came up with that one? Manbir. Is that Manbir? Manbir Singh. Interesting name. Now, Manbir Singh, the reason why I don't like ULTY is they only have two years of dividends. That's it, just two. When I put up two fingers and I say 2 decades, that's 20 years, not two. Any company can be profitable for 2 years. The very first dividend was March 14th, 2024. It was $1.06. So let me quickly give you a rough idea of what I'm thinking here. Very first dividend, 106. Second dividend, 141. That's higher. 127, that's lower. 113, that's lower. 99, that's lower. 78, that's lower. Do you see what happened? One higher number, 1, 2, 3, 4 lower. So 1 up, 4 down. 1 up, 1, 2, 2 down. I'm not even going to deal with it. The company's only 2 years old. Why the hell would I invest in a company that's 2 years old? Road Carrero, hola, hola. ¿Qué pasa? Spice Boy, hello. Road Carrero, RR. Isn't that a company that's not profitable either? Something robotics, I'm pretty sure. Reichhold Robotics. I have no desire whatsoever to do extra work. Okay, there's 10,688 different companies. Why am I looking at companies that don't share profits? The reason I do dividend stocks is specific because they share of the profits with me. There's 10,688 companies. Only about 300 fit what I'm looking for. Number one, consistently profitable. Now, when I say consistently profitable, I mean 2 decades. That's 20 years. 20 years of profits. Not 2, 20. RR, no. ULTY, no. Manuel, Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola's a dividend king. We're talking 5 decades. However, with Coca-Cola, you're going to have an issue. Okay? 71.95. The 72s are going for 46. That's 0.5%. Yeah, no thank you. Sorry, no thanks to Coca. I didn't even look at the chart. Don't even need to. Because I know most of the time the numbers are horrible for Coca-Cola. Paul D 63 UPS. UPS, the ups dudes. Interesting. Top, bottom, where was it? Where is it? Down, sideways, up, sideways. 95.22. Then 95 is going for 109. I'm losing 32. I'm making mess on 190. All right, let's take a look. Last 3 months, last 90 days. Here's the top, here's the bottom, sideways, up, down, up. Well, actually, right there, she's coming back down as of today. Okay, down, up, down. No, not until I see what's happening here. Because the bottom is here and she's moving up until she's done moving up and then she drops. No, thank you. Peter McNichol. Do you just keep selling the same call each week until the stock sells? Yeah. Paul D63 KMB. That's Kimberly Clark. KMB. Beep, 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 beep. KMB. Beep, KMB. KMB. Ooh, I forgot you guys down here. Sorry about that. Up, down, did HEP for contracts 83K. Could you do an analysis or review of pharmacy? I asked you already for that. Check the seasonality. Yeah. Also sold 2 cash secured puts on the same stocks with the strike price of $21.50, which paid 80-cent premium. Cool beans. As you can see, the more you're going to find out. Well, thank you kindly. Good beans. Okay. Great. I did HPE 21.5, got 93 times 5. Cool beans. It's almost $500. Nice. Okay, nice. HPE is about 4%. Yep. I love this. We're killing it. It was 3.7% return on the week for me. Nice. 3.7 for the week. That's over 150% for the year if you keep it up. Is there a... Oh, wow. Is that CAMZX? Is there any twerking with this performance? Absolutely there is. Okay, I couldn't resist another Dell. Couple of contracts. Got about 2.5% for the week. Ooh, for Dell. I love Dell. Okay. That's Kimberly Clark, Dell. Interesting. A little bit of a pullback. See what happened right there? Down, here's the bottom, shoots up. Now it's pulling back. Yeah, no. Sorry. That's great. So cool. I knew this 20 years ago. Oh, I wish I knew this 20 years ago. 310 each on at 132. It's cool beans. I know I'm going to try to jump in Dell at the end of next week. Why? Hold on. ADP, DXE, what site is this? Short it. User GFNP. Okay, DXC, what the hell is that? eBay does dividends, ADP. Yeah, I know all that. All right, let's keep on going. What else do we have down here? Now, Beast with me, why would you do Dell next week, not this week? Okay, the bottom is right here last week. Now she's going up. Get the top way up there. She shot down. Now she's going back up again. The 132s. Let's take it. No, because I don't like this right here. See, the bottom was here. She shot up. Now today she pulled back. So I'm kind of curious what's going to happen there. All right. What else? What else do we have? Yahi Jandil, Dendali. Okay. Floridian. Good evening. Jokester. What's happening? Color. Oh, look at that. Color agrees with me. 1% ROI a week is low. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It is. But you have to take into consideration, because a lot of people don't. Anybody who says 1% a week is not a lot of money, you got to take into consideration time invested as opposed to the rate of return you're collecting. So for 10 minutes a day, 1%, that's an hour a week. Okay, roughly 10 minutes a day, 5 days a week. It's roughly an hour a week, correct? Now, let's say, hypothetically speaking, hold on, let me bring up some reading material or some visual material. Makes it easy. Makes it a little easier, all right, color? All right, we're going to go to here. This is the website, the 10MinuteTrader. We're going to go to Weekly Trades 2025. All right, so color, 1% ROI a week is low. Now, let's see if you can do some quick math in your head. Okay, 1% a week, you think it's low. Fine, wonderful. Now, 1%, 10 minutes a day. Any video you ever see me do, hey everybody, this is James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10MinuteTrader. This strategy was, wait a minute, I had the word there for a second ago. This strategy was specifically created for my 9-year-old daughter when she was 9. It had to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. So with that, there came 5 rules. Rule 1, never buy something you don't want to own. Rule 2, never sell at a loss. Rule 3, make sure the company's consistently profitable. Rule 4, weekly options only. And Rule 5, make sure all the numbers work. Now, you can actually do that in less than 5 to 10 minutes a day. So let's say 10 minutes a day, 5 days a week. That's 1 hour. 1 hour of my time. Color, 1 hour of my time. Account number 1, 151,000. 1%, $1,500 for 1 hour of my time. You think that's not a lot? I think that's great. Account number 2, 143. 1%, $1,400 for 1 hour. Account number 4, 114, that's $1,100 for 1 hour of my time. So if I do all 3 of these, okay, within an hour or 2 for the week, that's $1,500, $1,400, and $1,100. That's 30. That's almost $4,000 for 1 week. 10 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day. You think 1% is not a lot? You're right, it's not. But it's plenty for me. Okay, remember, this is my strategy, what I'm doing. You're just here as a guest. Okay, you're a guest. Please don't pee on my carpets. That makes sense? Let's keep on going. You don't like it? You don't have to be here. You don't have to agree with it. All right, TikTok, how are you? You know what, dude? I paid all that money for your service and I never used it. Amazing. Let's keep on going. Kay Helby, how you doing? Paul D, what's going on? Juju. All right, Phenomenal Phil, how are you doing today? Phenomenal Phil, along with someone else, wants to take a look at Kohl's. Now, Phenomenal Phil, you've been here before. Please, please tell me, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? It goes from 15 to 25 in a couple of days. It's at the high of the year. What the hell am I supposed to do with it? James Strawderman, 52. Okay. Potion Seller, good evening. Bill, good evening. Stock Cat. Good evening, Stock Cat. Awesome. Do I like Thinkorswim? I love Thinkorswim. I've been using it for over 20 years. VTech, good evening, people. Cool. Do you keep selling? You already asked me that question. Willie G. SB 1981, Advanced Auto Parts. Advanced Auto Parts. Here we go. Shouldn't take you long. High, low, where was it? Where is it? There you go. 52.83 to 53 is going for 105. That's 2%. If you like Advanced Auto Parts. You like it, you don't like it. It's up to you. You always got to think to yourself, do I want to own this company? Is this company good enough for me to put my own money into? It's an honest question, and it's something you should really ask. You should know, does the company have dividends? Does the company have options? Is the company profitable? What's the earnings per share? What's the book value? What is the earnings gap? All the information you should know in order to be able to make a logical decision that will help you sleep at night. That's my criteria is I want to make simple, safe, predictable, consistent income every single week, and I want to be able to sleep soundly and not have to worry about what the hell's going on. Okay, so Advanced Auto Parts. The last 90 days. High, low, was, is, look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Wow, look at that. 40.14. No. That's not right. 52.84. The 53s, 2%. Let's do it. Why the hell not? Now, normally I would say no because this is a 30-day high. Yeah, so I'm going to pass on this one. Sorry. Renee Kitchens, what's going on? Spice Boy, KMTS. What the hell is that? KMTS. No dividend. Sorry, no options, no thank you. Sorry, Spice Boy. Sam Fan says to me, Jamie, fair. Hey, good evening. APH. What the hell is that? APH. Hell no, I don't do monthlies. Who came up with that one? 664-7884. December, January, April, June, July, September, December, January. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. Manuel, we looked at Coca-Cola earlier. It was a no. Thoughts on QQQQQQI. Jose, que pasa, amigo? ¿Cómo está? Let's get rid of this. And let's go to QQQI. All right, you like this one. Tell me why you like it. Seriously, tell me why do you like it. Okay, Neo Classic High Income ETF QQQI. Okay, the first dividend they paid was February 2024. Not even 2 years. Jose, not even 2 years. February 2024. 59, 60, 58, 61, 62, 61, 64, 60, 61, 61, 62, 62, 61, 58, 53, 63, 62, 63, 62, 64. This thing's not going up at all. It's been the exact same for, no. Samuel, daily based trade with a ticker is best SPX, XSP, or QQQ. Solomon, thank you for that very much. Even though I'm going to disagree with you, let's find out why. Okay, QQQ. Okay, Solomon, are you ready? Let's see how profitable QQQ is. There it is right there. QQQ. Okay, $617. $617 per share. All right, let's go all the way back to the beginning, 2005, because this goes all the way back that way. All right, so are you ready? Salmon, are you ready for this? Okay. When I say, Salmon, when I say consistent profitability, that means 2015. 2016 will be more money. 2017 will be more money. 2018, 19, 20, so on and so forth for 2 decades. That's 20 years. So let's check it out. 20 years ago, we're at 10 cents. Right there. Very first one. No, wait a minute. Very first one was 3 cents. Then it went to 10 cents, which is a 300% increase. So from here to here is a 300% increase. Okay, so it went from here, 3.5, to 10, to 2.9, which is lower, 2.6, which is lower, 2.3, which is lower, to 5.4, higher, 2.7, lower, 3.7, higher, 2.6, lower, 5.3, higher, 3.3, lower, 3.4, higher, 2.7, lower, 3.7, higher, 2.6, lower, 5.3, 3.3. These numbers are horrible. Okay? Now, I don't understand why you think this is good. Those numbers are not increasing. They're going up, they're going down. They call it the Wall Street Shuffle. 2 days up, 2 years up, 3 years down. 1 year up, 2 years down. No. When I say consistent profitability, I need something like this. Hold on a second. Okay. Go. Salmon. Check this one out. This is what I mean by consistency of profitability. Every single number should be higher and higher. Are you ready? 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 16, 20, 23, 28, 31, 36, 39, 42, 46, 51, 56, 62, 68, 75, 83, 91. Did you notice every single year the profits were higher, 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 higher? QQQ doesn't do it. SPX doesn't do it. XSP doesn't do it. They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, they go up. You put your money wherever you want. I honestly don't care. I'm just showing you where I put my money, into companies that are consistently profitable. Those 3 you named, SPX, XSP, and QQQ, not consistently profitable. They may be fine, for whatever you want to do, not what I want to do. Okay, I want consistency of profitability. Those don't have it. Next. All right. Laurence, APU and Allied Properties just cut its dividends today massively. Okay, not even on my list. Karmekev 68, 3040. I have no idea what 3040 means. Thanks for teaching. Road Carrera, you're welcome. DXC, what the hell is that? DXC. It's a no, is what that is. Who came up with that one? User, I have no idea. December, January, March, June. Yeah, no. Road Carrera, eBay, EBAY. Interesting. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. What's going on? 83.73, 82.73. 83 is going for 89. That's 1%. eBay. Well, we haven't done eBay in a while. Last 90 days. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm going to say no to eBay. The numbers just not jumping out at me. Okay, as if ADP, Advanced Data Processing. Wait, Automatic Data Processing. Ooh, I like that. I like this movement right here. Here's your high, here's your low, here's what it was, here's where it is. Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up. 255, the 257 go one. No, not 1%. Sorry. Not 1% there. No, don't get me wrong. I like ADP, just not this week. What do we have next? Thanks for teaching. You're welcome. Ishmael Moore, back again. How you doing? Real Falcon. All righty. Faber, you're welcome. Uncle James, how are you today? Ishmael Moore. Then why say it? Uh-oh. All right, so Karmic C68 says I shouldn't have said anything. Okay, terribly sorry. Spice Boy, how you doing? I can't read that one. I ask all AI models. Every model underscored the untruthfulness of your claims. Okay, not quite sure what the hell that means, but you have fun with that. Peter, do you keep selling the same? Yeah, you already asked that question. Mutinada. Even though I am in Asia and not trade in the US, your guidance helped me understand investing. Well, you could invest in the US, but being in Asia, you would have to use what's called a VPN. That would work. Josh, that's the best way to pass wealth. Thanks, you, Josh. Black Dynamite, what's happening? You keep selling, say, all right, Peter, you got to ask me a different question. You asked me that same question like 4 times. Simple Man. Ooh, I like that song. You limit all gains and you keep all losses. Wow. Anytime, brother. Okay, I'm going to send you a direct message. Let's do this. I'm trying to reply to this dude. Nope. Let's reply to this dude. Reply. Here we go. I can't even read his name. Okay. And I'm going to do this. All right. Thank you for your input. Always nice to meet a fellow troll. Period. I read what you wrote. I don't agree with it. And apparently you don't understand. Flying turd doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. There it is right there. Okay, so IQ does Polak. Totally in Polak. I can't even read that name. ICHKUESSSDOCHDEINPOLCH. What the hell kind of a name is that? You limit all gains. I'm not interested in the gains. And you keep all the losses. I have 4 losses this year, brother. I have over 2,000 trades and I get 4 losses. 4 out of 2,000. Yeah, I'd like to see what your rate is. Black Diamond, thank you for that. Peter, Peter, that's the 5th time you asked me the same damn question. Ben Altria, let's take a look. Mo, ooh, nice. Did you see that? High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look, it's down, up, sideways, up, down, up. 59. 14, the 6. Oh, hell no. Do you see those numbers? Those are horrible. Nope. Sorry. Floridian. Costco. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Oh, he's not happy about that whatsoever. Let me give him another question. All right, reply. Apparently, you don't understand what it is I'm doing, but thank you for your insults. All right, that ought to work. Okay, we looked at that one. Costco, wait. TSM, Taiwan Semiconductors, fix. I don't know what fix is. Costco's out of my price range. TSM is Taiwan Semiconductors. It just doesn't look that attractive. Look at it. The top is here, the bottom is here. She shoots up, pulls back. Okay, so if we go from the bottom here to here, that's still 220 to 320. It's still $100. Pulls back, now we're up here. So let's zoom in a little closer. Does it look appetizing enough to jump in? No. Down, up, down, up, down. So it's actually going down at the moment. The bottom was here. She shot up. Now she's coming back down. Now, don't get me wrong. Taiwan Semiconductors might be good, but not today. Fix. Never even heard of Fix. F-I-X. Comfort System USA. Hell no. Sorry. Don't do monthlies. No monthlies. Last one. Race. R-A-C-E. Ferrari. Yeah, again, I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work for me. Monty Hoople. I love that song. Well, yeah, Monty Hoople used to be a singer back in the 60s, right? Monty Hoople. 100% agree. My daughter has to be able to manage what we've left and have a good husband. Okay, I'm going to agree with you there. How are you setting up your estate for when you're gone? I'm putting all my assets into a corporation, and then each one of my children get 25% of that. They don't know yet. They can't take any of the money out until they can prove that they know what to do with it. They don't know that yet, though. Dustin, what's in my portfolio today? Hey, Dustin, I have 7 different accounts. I share 3 of them publicly. Okay, you can go right to my website and you can look under what stocks I've pulled and which ones I bought and which ones I sold. Fast life, less living. Oh, okay. Me when the sell-offs ruined my 3% increase in a week. On the week. Why would you sell at a loss? It boggles my mind. Why would you do that? ADP, we looked at those are indexes versus individual stocks, comparing apples and oranges. Oh, look at this. 2022, JJ wants to input. Okay, JJ, just out of curiosity, when you have a bunch of people getting together and creating an entity, whatever you want to call it a stock, call it an index, call it a future, call it you can call it whatever you want. If you got people running it, someone's in charge, and then you have people down below. There's always one person in charge. Always. I don't care what it is. Okay? Index, individual stocks, apples and oranges. No. You're making an investment. You're putting money into something, and that something is giving you money back. I'm not understanding where you see the differences. Okay? Index, you put money in, they give you money back. Okay? It goes up, it goes down. You can have options against it. You can buy options, you can sell options. Same thing with individual stocks. You can buy options, you can sell options. They make a profit, they give you a profit. Index is the same thing. They make a profit, they give you profit. Same thing. It's not apples and oranges, it's apples and apples. Okay? LNG, as if, what the hell is LNG? LNG. Cheniere? Is that right? How do you spell that? Cheniere Energy. Okay, it looks kind of interesting. Now, I have no idea who the hell this company is, but all all right, there it is. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Shoots up, pulls back, goes sideways, comes down. Now she's bouncing off this bottom right there. So it looks pretty good. Here's your last 90 days. Top, bottom, look at this. Drops, comes back up. We're at 210. The 210's going for 265. Fine. That works. Last 30 days. Down, up, down, up. Okay, look at the top right there. Bottoms right there. We're right here. We have all this space to play with. Okay, so yeah, she can keep going up before she challenges that 30-day high right there. I'm getting carried away. Anyway, so 210, if I buy it at 210, I get 265. Let's see what those numbers look like. Besides, we needed one more stock before the day's over. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do the 210 right there. Okay, one contract. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. At the market, there we go. And here, oops. Right there. Send and there we go. Buy one covered call, LNG. I have no idea who these are. Okay, LNG. 5 December. That's coming Friday. The 210 call option. 253 is the profit. 20 grand. Wow. Okay, so calculator. 253.50 divided by 20,747 comes to a grand total of 1.2%. Wow. Whoops. I hit the wrong damn button. There we go. That's what I want to save. Give me a second. 1.2%. There it is. Here we go. LNG, 5 December, 210 call option. Here's the profit, 253. The investment is 20,000. Well, if it makes sense, why the hell not, right? And it is 1.2%. What the hell's wrong with one? Oh, we need one more. We need to get at least 5. 1.2. We need one more. Come on. You guys can have one more in you. What else do we got? Me, when I sell off, ruin 3% increase on the week. Okay, so fast life, less living. Drop your number, dude. Give me a buzz. I'll give you a buzz. We'll talk about what's going on. Okay, I'm not going to try to sell you anything. I'd just like to have a conversation. Can you analyze Microsoft? Elton. I like Microsoft. MSFT. Interesting. I'm going to say no to Microsoft this week. And there's a reason why I'm going to say no to Microsoft this week. Check it out. Come on. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So topped out at 560, dropped to 460. Now she jumped up. Now she's falling back down again. Not quite the right time to jump in. See, top, down, up, down, up, down. Sorry. The Machinist Dude, what was your best stock ever in your lifetime? Thanks for your time, mister. Okay. I think it would be VAL. VAL. And it was a mistake. It was a dumb-ass mistake. I wanted to buy United Airlines, and I read it wrong, and I ended up buying VAL, which is Val something. I forget what it was. But that sucker went through the roof. I said, holy cow. Yeah, the sun does shine. I can't say that. That's a terrible thing to say. But Every once in a while, you'll get one. You'll buy something and it'll just shoot through the roof. That's the best one I ever done, VAL. And it was a mistake. I didn't do it on purpose. Franklin, TTWO. TTWO. Take Two Interactive. Interesting. Take a look. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up. The 249, the 250 is going for 235, not quite 1%. But if you like it, look at the movement for the last 30 days. Okay? Drops, back up, back down, back up, back down. Now she's going up. She almost filled the gap. Gaps have a tendency to fill. See, she gapped all the way down. Now she's running back up. Not quite there yet, but close. All right. Next. Okay, we're almost done. Well, what do we have? Okay, let's get some more questions. More questions. What do we have? Riva Pharmaceuticals, RVPH. What the hell is that? RVPH. Hell no. I don't do months. I don't do monthlies, and this thing is below $1. There's no possible way that can have 20 years of profits. Peter, man, you asked me the same damn question like 7 times, Peter. Potion seller, do you have to pay taxes on the dividends? Where do you put your dividend earnings? Now, potion seller, it's a good question. Okay, number one, my trading is through a corporation, and there's no taxes in the corporation depending on where the corporation is. Okay, and my personal income, I'm in a state where there's no personal income tax, so I don't get taxed on corporate profits, and I don't get taxed on personal profits. Okay, there's a ways to actually go about your life without having to pay income taxes legally. Okay, don't ask me. I have no idea. I had somebody do it for me decades ago. Justin, how are you? Manuel, we looked at Coca-Cola earlier. Thank you there, Peter McCool. Kyle, good afternoon. Precious Build, good evening. Sandman, what program is that on the right? That program right behind me is Think or Swim. It's offered through Charles Schwab. It's a trading platform. Queenism 90, how are you today? Laren in the sky. Okay. Too fine. Good evening. Oh, you guys. The uncle is nice storyteller, but definitely don't do what he says. Oh, well, that's a horrible thing to say. But definitely don't do what he says. That's a horrible thing. Montana, good for you. Yes, Peter, IREN. We looked at IREN a while ago. Why are we looking at it again? IREN. IREN. 5 jumps up to 75. That's a weird movement. I mean, think about it. I mean, what caused this? Is it $5 back in April? $5. Jumps up to 75. Pulls back to 40. Now she's at 48. That's going to be a no matter which way you look at it. Okay, it was a $5 stock a couple of months ago. It was the 40. She jumped to 50. Now she's back at 45. Okay, the 45s, that's at 48. But still, the 48's paying $2.71. That's over 5%. If you like IRA, I have no idea who the hell they are. I have no idea what they do. The risk is if the stock drops and the TGE premium gets real small. He's absolutely right. So why would I do IREN? I have no idea who they are or what they do. IREN. Let's go to Yahoo Finance and find out what kind of dividends IREN has. IREN Limited. Oh, imagine that. How the hell? No. Robbie, WSO. What the hell's WSO? WSO. Let's see what kind of profits they have. Mudslinger, back again. How are you today? Watsco. Okay, Watsco goes all the way back. 14, 10, 9. Wow, holy cow. I never even heard of this company. WSO. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. WSO. That's why I never heard of it. I don't do monthlies. Yeah, no thank you. No monthlies for me. Uh-oh, we got 2 minutes left. What other questions do we have? What do we have there? Oh, I passed on Harley Davidson this morning because the option just weren't that attractive, even though they were about 1%. Harley Davidson. Top, bottom, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up, down, up. Okay. We're at 24.18. The 24.50s ago. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Oh, yeah, that don't look that good at all. The risk is if the stock drops and the premium gets real small. Yeah, but JTM, think of it this way, okay? Most people, before you wandered into this little atmosphere, okay, most people would just buy the stock and be happy to collect the dividend every 90 days. Okay, fine. Well, here we add a little bit of a twist to it. So ultimately, in the grand scheme of things, I could collect the dividend every 90 days, and every 7 days, I can collect a premium, whatever the premium is, depending on, how I want to do it. Let's keep on keeping on. Magor, how are you today? Elsman, good evening. Sherry Swan, 149. Boyle. What the hell is Boyle? BOIL. Interesting. I have no idea who they are. Pro Shares. All right, let's put it into Yahoo Finance to find out what kind of profits they have. Yes, 50% per year and 50% loss in the underlying. Interesting. Natural gas, no dividends. Oh. Well, Icky. I'm going to call you Icky because I can't pronounce that name. Yes, 50% per year and a 50% loss in the underlying. Oh, that's just rude. Why would you automatically assume everything I buy decreases by 50%? Well, let's just check it out. For the fun of it. Just for the fun of it. THE. Here we go. All right, so Icky thinks that all my stocks are going to drop 50% by the end of the year. All right, well, let's check it out. Let's go here. Let's go to 2025. All right, let's go all the way back to January. All right, January. Okay, those are all cells. All right, sell. Okay, I want a green one. There we go, green right there. Green is where you buy, red is when you sell. All right, here we go. MPW. Okay, I bought MPW. Okay, Icky. MPW. 388 is what I paid for it in January. Now, if you are correct in thinking that it went down 50%, let's check it out. Because January 17, 2025, I bought MPW for 388. All right, so let's check it out. MPW. Well, Icky, hate to be the bearer of bad news, dude, but MPW is currently at 562. That's not a 50% loss. Okay, that's number one. Let's find another one. Next one. Right here. Mara. Ooh, Mara, right here. $20.09. Back in January. $20.09 for Mara. M-A-R-A. M-A-R-A. So this one, you're right. I bought it for 20. Now it's down to 11. So you're right on that one. Okay, let's keep on looking. This one right here. Halliburton. Right there. Halliburton. 27.43. Let's check that one out. 27.43. Halliburton. H-A-L. Okay. 26.63. Didn't drop by 50%, but look at this one. 28.50. Okay, dropped down to 25. Now she's at 26.69. Matter of fact, 26.60, 27. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to do that. 27. Yeah, no, thank you. But not 50%. Okay, it's at 26.63. Okay, you're wrong again. Next. All right. Nothing there. Right here. Siri. Didn't we already look at Siri? Siri. 22.47. So let's see what Siri's at now. SIRI. Okay, 22.50. Now it's at 21. Okay, not 50%. You're wrong again. So you're wrong. You were right once so far. Right here. What's this one? Siri. You already did Siri. Here's one right here. UPS. UPS. 114.46. This was back in January 31. 114. UPS. UPS. Ooh, this don't look good. This one's at 95. But I got it at 114. Where are we? Oh, yeah, look at that. It was at 136 in January. She drops down to 80. Then she jumps up to 95. Didn't drop by 50%, so you're wrong on that one also. What's next? Walgreens. $10. Walgreens. $10.07. WBA. $11.98. Wrong again. So I showed you 6 so far. You were right on 1 and wrong on 5. Okay. What's next? Walgreens. We already did Walgreens. What's this one? Starbucks. Ugh. Starbucks. 112. I think Starbucks did drop. SBUX 112. Yep. It's down to 84. Not quite 50%, but let's take a look at the whole year. Okay, yeah. I bought it back here January. Okay. I got rid of it. It dropped, back up, back down, back up. Okay, fine. Not 50% though. So you've been right on 1 and wrong on 7. Shall we keep going? No, I'm not even going to bother anymore. It's after 11 o'clock. Halliburton, we'll do that tomorrow night. Peter, how you doing? Boyle will change your mind on that. No, I don't think it will. B-O-I-L. What the hell is it? Okay. Why would I buy something at the high? Okay, 37.86. It's at the 30-day high. Went up, pulled back, went up, pulled back, gapped up once, gapped up twice, and now we're here at a 30-day high. Why would I buy something at a 30-day high? Sherry Swan, 149. Hey, Mr. Unemployed, back again. Okay, Road to Peace, Feist. We'll take a look at tomorrow. Uber tomorrow. What happened to Walgreens? They got bought out and it went private. So Icky, you're saying Oh, this is weird. Just got the number 3 gift badge. The number 3 gift badge, yes, scamming people. Did you hear me try to sell anything? I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm just informing people. Big Drew, I don't know. They had a good deal on Keurig machines. Okay. Just Fred, how you doing? Okay, good evening. SPY calls tomorrow. I don't do SPY. The numbers is terrible. Duke, Andrea, you know Duke Energy is a monthly. Peter, at this point, I'm just here to cherry pick his stocks. Nothing wrong with that at all, dude. Dave Biggs, how are you today? Robert John McKeon, can you explain what you do again? I have 500 JOG income. I have no idea what that means. And I want to invest safely. Okay, what is it? Robert John McKeon. Okay, let's see if I can explain this thing relatively quickly. Number one, I invest in dividend stocks. Wait a minute, I invest in pre-qualified dividend stocks, and those are companies that have consistently increased their profits for a minimum of 2 decades. That's 20 years. Consistently profitable year after year after year after year. Once I isolate them, I put them into the calendar. The calendar tells me when the stocks are paying the dividend. The reason being is because just before the dividend is paid, the stock has a tendency to go up. If the stock has a tendency to go up, I want to jump in, do a simple, safe, predictable trades. I can get in, get out, grab 1 to 2% every single week. Week after week after week. Now, Robert, John, you don't know me very well. You actually don't know me at all. Let me just give you a brief little rundown of who I am, what I do, blah, 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 all that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. So I've been doing this for a little bit. Okay, we're going to open this up over here. And then we're going to slide all the way down to the very bottom. Now, what you're looking at here are trades that I made last year. Okay, so every trade that I made last year is in the 2024 trades. Okay, slide all the way down to the bottom, because all the way down the bottom, what you're going to see next is my very first post. Well, that's not the very first post, but it gives you an idea. I started posting August 31st, 2011. Now, I've been trading since the 1990s. I haven't started sharing my trades until 2011. The reason being, where my friends, not my friends, my children's friends, you know, when you're in elementary school and junior high, what does your dad do? What does your dad do? They'll say, I have no idea what my dad does, because the kids didn't really have an idea what I did. But I did make over 1% every single week. Here's a blog post, 2013. There was a huge drop in the last few weeks. We took a break from trading and wanted the dust to settle. We didn't take any losses this year because we were looking for a no-loss approach, which we did pretty good that year. We have dropped down to only a 20% return so far, halfway through the year. This was in July. I was at 20% in July. All right. Point halfway. Our weekly average has dropped below 1%, with our monthly average only being 3.3. Oh, boo-hoo for me. But you can see there are plenty of them there that I have posted. The busiest day to date, that was October 2011. Could not seem to hold on. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Can I? See if I can do this right here. Can I? Oh, let's do this one over here. Oh, it's bigger. Come on. All right. Let's see if we can blow it up so you guys can see it. That right there. That's from 2011. Trades I did in 2011. Let's see if we can even read them. There it is right here. Barely read it. Ooh. Okay, GPS. That was the gap. MTM, that was Mountain Coffee, I think it was. Green Mountain Coffee. BMY, Bristol Myers Squibb, Oracle, ERE, I don't even remember that one. RTN, don't remember that one. PCG, don't remember that one. JPM, JP Morgan. APD, remember that one. FLC, oh, JP Morgan, RTN. But look, here it is. 9/28, 2011. Buy the stock. There we go. GPS. That was the gap. 9/26, 2011. Buy MOTH. That's from 2011. I posted 14 years ago. See, I've been doing this for quite a while. So whether you like it or not, whether you believe me or not, I really honestly don't care. I do this consistently for my children and my grandchildren because I'm going to be gone someday, and the only thing they're going to have left is this shit. Well, what did I do? Well, that doesn't really give them any idea of how to do it themselves. Hence the reason for the live videos on a daily basis. So why am I doing on 9 different channels? It's free information. Why not give it to people who want it? Show up. You like it? Great. Keep coming back. You don't like it? Hey, more power to you. You do what you think is right for you. I'm going to do what I think is right for me. For me, it's simple. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way for me to lose. Now, I say no way for lose. I did take 4 losses this year. Okay, I got 4 losses this year. Okay, one, because I hit the wrong damn button. That was funny. It was funny and aggravating at the same time. Okay, we don't need that anymore. We don't need that anymore. Oh, there it is right there. Now we have on live on 2 of them. Whoops. Wait a second. There we go. All righty. So that being said, it's past 11 o'clock. We're going to do the same exact thing again tomorrow. Again, my name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow using a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week trading strategy that I created for my 9-year-old daughter back in 2008. That being said, you guys have a great day, and we'll do this all over again tomorrow. Anybody want to give me a call or want me to talk or want to have a conversation with me? DM me with your number. I will personally call you myself. I do not email. I do not text. I do not WhatsApp. I do not do any of that stuff. Okay? You hear my voice. You hear me talking. If someone calls you and sounds just like me, most likely it's going to be me. But you got to send me your number first. And I get no problems whatsoever picking up the phone and chatting. Love chatting with people, even though my voice don't agree with it. My it's all gone. Damn. Anyway, UFC best sport. I'm gonna have to disagree with you. Beating up on people doesn't seem like a good idea to me. She drops. I have no idea what that means. All right, Kelly NLOP has a special dividend. Cool beans. What's up, Tony Hawk? Is Mir worth keeping money in? I have no idea what that is. Krapinski. Alrighty. Michael, AGNC. I don't do AGNC anymore, Michael. Let me tell you why I don't do AGNC anymore. AGNC. Now, I used to trade AGNC a lot until they got a new market maker. Okay? So, Michael, look at this. If I'm buying the stock, I'm paying $10.47. If I sell a covered call, $10.50, I'm making 5 cents. That's 0.5%. If the stock goes down, 1 strike out of the money, I'm getting 0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So there's about 10 or 12 different companies that I used to do that I don't do anymore because of the premiums are absolutely horrific. I just don't do them anymore. It just doesn't make sense to me. Ryan, how you doing? Weed Babe, how are you today? Alrighty. Let's keep on keeping on. The Machinist Dude. Do you sometimes lose on those examples? Are you talking about these examples? Hold on. Well, that was weird. Oops. All righty. That didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Let's try it again. Wow, we didn't find number 5. What a bummer. All right, this is what we got for this week. We got those yesterday. We got those today. Duke Energy, Andrea, you know Duke Energy doesn't have weeklies. All right, so the machinist dude, are you talking about these ones right here? I don't trade these. This is what you guys came up with. Okay, I just wrote them on the board so you guys can take a look at them. Not something I do. Ryan, thoughts on NSC? Never heard of it. Sorry. Joey, Gunga Booma, what's happening? Rob, Damon, what's happening? 86 in the house. Time to sit and have tea. Thank you, Den. I'm going to do that in a little bit. SPYI, hell no. SCHD, double hell no. Club Med Tom, Deep Blue, Disney, I like it. Hey, James, your corporation isn't a C, it's a C. Lost on 5 hog. Need a new one. Why would you lose? Niculator, how could you possibly lose on Harley Davidson? 30% tax capital gains. Yeah, if you want to pay tax cap on your gains. You do realize it's voluntary. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. You just have to opt out legally. Manny, cutting edge home loan. Ooh, Manny. I'm going to send you a text. Manny, you give me a buzz because I'm looking at, what do you call it? Refinancing my home. David, how are you doing? History has its eyes on you. Alrighty. Good night. Story of my life. Vaven Pixels, how are you? Hey, Twisted Pasta, what's happening? All right, so apparently that is all of the questions. Wait a minute. I got some questions down here on YouTube. Sorry, guys. Let's see what we got down here. All right, let's get comfortable. Get right here. And what do we have? Pass up on Harley Davidson. I see why. Yep, same thing. I went over it and chose against it. Yep, I did the same thing. BMNR, hell no. I thought it was Stockton Rush for a moment. Okay. When it won't be relevant. Okay. Wouldn't even give the haters the time of day. Thank you there. You know what? Up, down, trader, you and, what is it, Beast? Yeah. You and Beast, if you want, I will give the two of you permission because, you guys keep coming back and you keep having positive. You want to be moderators, I'll give you the power to be moderator. You find someone doing some weird crap, boom, boot them. Simple. Make my life so much easier. Sounds like you know nothing. Oh, really? Sounds like you know nothing. I would be more than glad, any day of the week we'll go up notch for notch. Any topic, fishing, lobstering, lumberjacking, fiberglassing, boat building, engine rebuilding, legal. Ooh, I'm good at that too. What else? Manufacturing. What else? Anytime at all, you want to go up against what I know, against what you know, we'll have a fun time. But anyway, thanks for the peeing on my parade. They probably have no incentive or no joy in their life and want to share information. Okay. Smoke 420. Okay. Hi, I'm Lurking Sponge. Taking everything in. Cool. Keep on going. Sounds good. Sounds good. Enterprise. Trader. Got it. Hey, gang. Running behind tonight. All right. Hey, Joey. What's up? Hey, Joey. Blah, 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 blah. I'm long on Solana and Bitcoin now. Okay. You have fun with that. The premiums are much sweeter with HPE than HPQ. You're absolutely right. Yep. Whoops. Looked at HPQ this morning, decided against it, and went with HPE. Nice going, beast. Entry was 126. Okay. ¿Qué te pasa, Redrado? Okay, you got me on that one. Good luck. I may just pick up more HPE tomorrow morning. It's an idea. Hey, I don't blame you. Okay. HPQ. Yep. Yeah. Made money off of NVIDIA and GameStop today. Good for you. Hey, Captain, how do you do with PHM Montreal? Okay, GM, baby, I love my Buick. Okay, unfortunately, are you bullish or bearish about Bank of America? Okay, Naya Can, BOFA. No. It's BAC. Bank of America is BAC. Is it time to buy Moisen stock? Molson. Okay. I need 10K. All right. Okay. Molson Coors is only a monthly. Nope. Marin, no dividends. Yep. Can you teach me how? Cool. Easy Rider. Good for you. Marvel got earnings this week. Okay. Stonks. I got a few. Okay. Hello. I got SCHD. You have fun with that one. I can't wait to get out of NVIDIA contract. I don't blame you. I can do NVIDIA. APLD is only about a 5-year-old company with no dividends. I don't like APLD. You know that. What's wrong with NVIDIA? Holy shit. Robert Montoya. What's wrong with NVIDIA? How about we do the opposite and you tell me what's good about NVIDIA? They got a 1 penny dividend. They're about $170 per share. They have a $4 book value. Do you understand what book value is? Book value is nothing more than liquidating everything. Everything. I'm talking toothpicks, toothbrushes, paper plates, napkins, tables, broken chairs, computers, buildings, everything. Everything the company owns. Liquidate everything. Liquidate the whole damn thing. You get $4.11. And you think that's good? Look at Ford. Ford's at $13. The book value is 16. General Motors, the book value, I believe, is somewhere around 87. And the stock is less than the book value. You're buying a piece of crap and you're trying to pass it. Lipstick on a pig. Dude, that's all it is. Lipstick on a pig. Okay. I'm sorry. Correction, APLD. It started in 2009. Yes, but when did they start the dividends? That's the way I look at it. When? Tell me I should give up, please. Now, Zach, you shouldn't give up. You should just rethink what you're trying to do. Work the equation backwards. What are you trying to get out of your investing? Are you trying to get are you trying to hit a home run, buy a stock, and get rich overnight? You're in the wrong place for that, dude. Number one. Number two, I have no idea how old you are, and I have no idea what your risk factors are. So for me, I'm 61. I'm going to be 62 in a couple of weeks. Okay, so I'm retired. So the money I earned throughout my working life has to last me until they put me in that little wooden box and fire me up. I don't want to be buried. I want to be incinerated and my ashes created into a bust so my children can fight about it and say, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Yeah, I'll see who wants me when I'm dead. Not the point. The point is, you got to figure out what you want out of it. Okay? Do you want to get rich quick or do you want to get rich slowly? Now, I want to get rich slow. I don't even want to get rich anymore. I want to stay comfortable and I don't want to risk anything. I'm sorry, correction, APLD. Yep. Okay, what can you say about bioengineering stock? Is it the real future? Bioengineering. A lot of people are going to say yes, and a lot of people are going to say no. It depends on how you look at it. Now, we are having a population crisis because the world population is dropping. So what's going to happen next? Anyway, let's keep on going. Can you do grab, please? Ask me tomorrow. Grab me, no, because the options aren't very liquid. Thank you. I don't have enough. I can't buy enough shares to create one contract. Okay, so beast within, you got to either stay with lesser valued stocks, stocks under 10, 20 bucks if that's the issue, or do dividend capturing. Dividend capturing is really cool. It's simple, it's easy, you're in, you're out. Assuming Dell is a prime next week. Oh, take a look at it. QQQI, hell no. Hello, why is everything in the video reversed? How can I see your video normal? What you are saying sounds interesting. Gabriel, thank you. Gabriel, I stream on 9 different channels. How you ended up here is beyond me. But I've had YouTube channel for, oh my God, over 20 years. But I still have no idea how to reverse the camera. And don't tell me just go to your settings and reverse it that way. That doesn't work. Okay, you can go to YouTube, and as you streaming, you can reverse that way. Nope, that don't work either. So everything someone is giving me so far for reversing the camera angle on YouTube just is not working. IVP, I'll take a look at that one. Gotcha, thank you. No problem. Gabriel, he has other streams that are not mirrored. Yep, he's right. TikTok is not mirrored. My other YouTube channel is not mirrored because it's going through OBS. Okay, now OBS is open broadcasting service, but you can't broadcast to 3 different YouTube channels with OBS. You can only broadcast to 1, and that one's normal. I just went to his channel, much better. Thank you, Gabriel. IVP, holy 67. I just listened. Don't need to see the screen. I follow along on my own broker. There you go, Joey. Same with me, Joey. I use Thinkorswim as well. I do too. I love Thinkorswim. I also like, what do you call that other one? Robinhood. Simple. It's easy. Have a great night, Joey. See you tomorrow. My main broker is Webull. Second is Robinhood. Then Thinkorswim. I like Robinhood. I never tried Webull. About to sign off myself. Yay! What else do we got? How about GPC? Nah, Genuine Parts Corporation is a monthly. Numbers just don't work. Where are you from? Thought his name was Money. He's locked in. MAGA, right, bro? See, I just don't like that. You know what? Because who said that one? Dorothy Satani. Okay. MAGA, Make America Great Again. Now, I got no problem whatsoever. I just prefer to leave politics out of it because people get too weird. All right, so I'm going to sign off. You guys have a great day. We'll do this again tomorrow. You guys have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Oh. Okay, and you guys over here, thanks for stopping by. Have a great... Oh, wow, stop broadcasting right there. There we go. You guys down here, catch you.